Definitely a bit of a different beat than we were just playing, but no less delightful in its own way. Patrick's Parabox is a puzzle game. I'm going to take us out to the very beginning here. As a reminder of what exactly Patrick's Parabox is. So, this is a block-pushing puzzle game, where the goal of each level is to make sure all of the outlined squares have something fitting the outline on them. So if there's an outline of a box, we put a box there. Outline of ourself, we put ourself there. We're the one with eyes, just to be clear. So, kind of like a Sokoban. There's a few other puzzlers that are kind of like this. The goal in each level is to just make the things match. However, there's a complication, which is that some of the squares are, well, little grids unto themselves. Like a box can contain a smaller box, which we can shrink down, enter, and then push things around inside. Okay, that's starting to get a little bit more complicated. For example, we can have squares within the small grids that have to be filled out. Oops, this has to go. What does this one have to go? Looks like we need to push this box into the little grid inside. Wait. Yeah, then we can push that into there, retrieve the box from within the small grid, by pushing it back out of the grid and then onto the thing, and leave. Okay, still simple enough, right? But we go deeper. We're pretty far deep into this, by the way. Eat. I want the reference. Yeah, here we are, reference. So, we can also have boxes that are the level. So with this block here, we can push it around. We can even see ourselves outside the block that we're pushing it around. And if we shrink down and enter, well, then we enter the top of the level. Kind of odd, right? We can push this out of the level to cause it to leave the block that is the level. Then we can push the level into the grid. Leave the grid. Leave the level to enter the grid. Push the level out of the grid. Solve that level like that. So, that's kind of the core concepts of Patrick's Parabox, and it only gets deeper and madder from here. Alright, here's our first, Here's our first uncompleted challenge level here in Clone. Let's see what this is. So, now explain it in English. Oh yeah, this is a game that will make your brain melt. Unrecovered asks, do I play multiplayer games? Not generally. I've seen a bit of Mechabellum. I'm not a big fan of auto battlers in general. Brain just fried 60% of itself. Flip over, Krishmar. We'll get the remaining 40% in a moment here. So, we have two blocks here that represent the level. There's a slightly darker colored one at the top and a slightly brighter colored one at the bottom. The brighter one being a reference point or a clone. Anytime something interacts with the cloned version, it refers to the original instead. So if we enter the clone, then we enter the original block. So what are we doing here? The goal is to light up just... Oh, but we can push them back in. Aha. So this is the key of the level. Is we want to create interval, basically. No, not like that. On these blocks to separate them. So that every other space is occupied, essentially. Although, how do we do... Let's push out that way. This is almost right. That's almost right again. Not quite. That would go through there. Want them next to each other up there, I don't think. That's also close. I was going to imagine, I remember this burnt your brain like an overheated CPU just watching it. That's what I like about this one. This is a real brain bender of a game. This game, Nimble Plunderer says, this game was bundled just recently in a mind-bending puzzles pack, I bet. Be very appropriate. How do I separate the last two? That's what I can't get here. Push that out. And then we... something like that. Still not going to work, right? What's the original configuration? They're all four next to each other. Okay. Do that. Guess we can't leave that spot blocked, huh? We can only push the blocks left or right. That's really our only control here. Let me come back out here. Once these two are next to each other, it doesn't feel like I have anything I can do. I don't see how alternating them above or below would make any space, because if there's an empty space, you can't push the chain of blocks. It'll just fill the empty space when pushed. That's the baffling bit. I don't get to how to separate these two. I think I understand that adequately here. Although I can push them once they're separate here. Maybe that's the secret. I have to push them. Feels like I'm onto something here. Not quite right, though. There's no space there now. Yeah, here we are. Oop, not like that. Then push this. Then push this. Here we go. Here we go. Ta-da! Bystar with a 13 months. Lucky number? Could be. Could be. So yeah, that was an example of one of the tougher ones. See what this is. I remember looking at this and being utterly baffled before. And it is still a brain-breaking experience. So, we have green grid that we can enter. Green grid is located within the yellow block, top right, or top left, rather. And we also have 3 clones of the green grid, remembering that all of these refer to the original green grid located within the yellow block. Then also within the yellow block is the blue block, bottom right, just a corner block. And then the gray block, located top left, is where the victory square is contained, or one of our victory squares. Of note is that once we leave the yellow block and enter the gray block, we cannot get back into the yellow block. Unless we push a grid clone into the yellow block with us. This refers to the original grid located inside of yellow. So if we enter here, we enter the green block. Then if we leave the real one in the yellow block. So, how does that help us? Well, it gives us a way to get back. That seems important. But how does it help? Great question. I think we should push one of the clones inside the green block. So this refers to the original green, and then we can leave the green. Okay. Still safe-ish. Except, no, that's not acceptable. Because now there's no way through, right? Can the original green block be pushed inside of itself? Yes. Okay, so that's probably actually how we do get to the end here. Note that once the green block is inside of itself, trying to leave the green block results in not doing that. So we're trapped here forever. But I think that's part of our solution. Push the green block inside of itself. The question then is, what to use the blue block for? The blue block gets pushed into the victory thing inside the yellow. So this needs to start by pushing the blue block into the green block, then pushing it out of that block, exiting it from yellow, which we've already established. We need a way to get back inside, so let's bring this with us. Now we push green into green. And then we leave green. We win. That actually wasn't too bad, once I really understood what all the different pieces were doing. I'm going to ignore the ASCII art puzzles for now. Those really hurt. Let's take a look at the stuff here in transfer. What is this? Horrifying is what it is. So we have 3 clones. 2 clones of the top box, 1 clone of the bottom box. So we're meant to arrange these in a way that we can transfer between them. Clone always refers to the real one. If we just push the real ones together, we can't get in there. Although, is that all I needed to do? No, it'll be more complicated than that. We have to push them into the corners. Enter the middle block, and then we're going to push downward as we exit this. That'll turn us into the... That'll put us inside the real green block. We would then want to push upwards against the cloned... Here we go. Like this. Whoop. 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 Win. Okay, now we have lots of clones. Similar situation. We have to build the maze correctly, such that the block pushing part of the game doesn't mess with us here. Our entry point has to be the blue block. That's the only block we can actually enter to start. Now we leave here. Should be into a clone. Clone that can't be pushed. Wait, how do we get in here? By using a clone, right. This has to be in the top hereabouts. That means we have to exit into a clone of this. Enter down here. This is in there. We come out of here. Are these yellow blocks a red herring? No, they can be used to reorient us. So this puts us into the yellow. Come out of the real yellow. It seems like it just needs to be here, right? Is there any problem with this setup? I don't think so. Yeah, and then this is the entry point. Okay, this looks like it's correct. Feels like a sort of pipe path building game. Yeah. And once more. Valid entry point is here. Don't think that's going to be part of the solution. So we start with a clone of this block pushed against the side here. Or perhaps pushed against another block. We'll figure that out. We're coming out here. Well, coming out here, more accurately. Oops. Which connects to... right. Connects to a clone. On the U-pipe turn. So that has to be against the bottom. And then that'll spit us out of the top U here. Which then connects to this. Yeah, that. Which will put us here. So we want to be here. How the heck do I make that formation legal? That last bit seems tricky. So this configuration won't work because we enter here, can path through to the U-turns, but then when I try to leave the block here, we'll just push it. So we need to have something blocking the push. Sounds tricky. Once we successfully get in there, then we're going to enter... Actually, wait. Oh yeah, we'll enter into the... this block. The real blue block. We pull that off. Which then has to connect, again, to a clone of the blue block. So maybe this has to be here. Yeah, so I think we make a vertical column in the middle, from the looks of it then. So clone, real blue, clone, real green, clone. So I don't remember which one was a clone of which. It sure looks like it goes here. That sure does. That looks right. That also looks right. And then this block has to be on the other side to be my entry point. Oops. Wait, what? Oh, because that's interesting. That's right, because we're trying to relieve the real green block at the top here. So I've not quite got this built correct. But I think we have the overall structure right. Or the overall idea correct. Morin with 3 months of support. Cheers to you. So what's stopping us from just entering the correct block? Asks Twitch chat. We can only enter a block at its middle square. We cannot enter a side that is off-center. For example, here, we can't enter the green block from below because there's that one little peg in the very middle block. Truly a disaster. Switch 2 and 3, that's the easiest configuration change to make. Let's see how that feels. That looks right. Except now we're trapped here in the blue block. Well, we got further. Oh no. Let's see if we swap the real one and the clone here. Now we're still trapped here. What am I missing here? Oh yeah, that has to connect to something for real. Need to enter the clone blue from the real blue at the end. Yes. I think that both of the real ones have to have the clones above and below them. That's how we had it originally, and that I think must be correct. I think that is correct, actually. Let's kind of think this through again. So we enter the real blue one from the middle, and then we have to enter a clone at the side here. So that enters the real green one from the top. Then we leave the real green one from the top, enter the real green one from the bottom. The real green one now has to have a way to leave from the bottom. This would work. This enters the real blue one from the top. And then that has to connect to another blue clone. Right? We have to leave blue and enter blue again. Maybe it's something like this. So we enter real blue, leave, enter real green from the top, enter real green from the bottom. Leave real green from the bottom the way we came in. Entering real green from the top? That can only... No, that traps me in a loop. That doesn't make any sense. Interesting. Does blues on the bottom change anything here? I don't think so, right? Into the real blue. No, we can't even leave the real blue at all at that point. But what if... Swap these two. Okay, enter the real blue from the side. Enter real green from the top. Enter real green from the bottom. Enter blue from the top. This looks like it. Yeah. Okay. That was cool. I liked that series of 3. What is this? So we must push the mini blocks in this green block into the squares. Both of them? It's easy enough to get one. Getting the other one seems hard. Wait. No, that's not gonna work. No way to enter this from the side. Curious. How do we get the both of them? Oh, I think I know. Do some shenanigans is what we do. Simple shenanigans. Now the other one is easy enough, right? There we go. Okay, we have a grid that cannot be entered. And another grid. So this is teaching us that we can use the power of grids to enter blocks we would not have otherwise been able to... Oh, right. That's our problem. Can't just push down into this. Because then the blocks get shrunk. Honey, I shrunk the blocks. Although I can enter from the... Is that helpful? Let's think that over again. Okay. I was hoping that I could just enter one grid and leave that grid to enter the other grid. And that might indeed be what I'm trying to do here, but it's obviously a lot harder than it looks at first. Because I can't push the grid into a block, as that would cause the block to enter the grid. But we can fill the grid with blocks. Ah, that's the way. Yes, I see it now. I see it. We must indeed fill the grid with blocks. Because if they can no longer be pushed together, then you can enter the grid. And once we're in the grid, we can enter the other grid. Okay. Similar looking situation here. We have to enter the grid in order to push block Although, what now? Does that help me? That seems like it helps me. Quite, actually. Take a look at that again. Right, because if we just push the grid there, then we... do that horrible thing to the block. If the grid already contains a block, we can enter it. Push that. Push away. Now what, though? Now we can undo that. Okay. I feel like with different grid positioning, we can do this. I think we have to do the top side first, though. Could be impossible to do now, because we can't get the grid to be above the block. But we can go from being above to being beside easily enough, I believe. Although not if I do it in that corner. Wait a minute. Here. No, wait. That's the opposite of what I wanted to do. Oh, also, that's not going to work either, because I can't push this. We do have to be against the bottom then, right? Yes, against the bottom. But a similar configuration. Here. This is so hard. Like that. Wait, not like this either. Here we go. How's it going? Electrolism? A mind-bending masterpieces humble bundle. It's a good place to get it, sounds like. Okay, so we have a level that is inside of itself, and... is this a clone of the green block? No, that is the green block. Curious. Okay, how does that help me? We need to push the level... Not like that. No, now we're trapped. Okay, let's try that again. We need to have the level... allow us entry into the green block. But then not be able to be pushed back in the other direction. What if they're here? Is there a way to make that sane? So simple, yet so complicated. Hey, McCarkey, we're not playing Annie's Spire today, no. I've got puzzle games on the brain. There's really not many options for where I put these things. Can't enter that no matter what, but we can push this into the green block. Wait. If I push that there, I still can't do anything. I can enter the green block like that. What is that worth? Almost got it. Aha. There we go. Grids within grids. Oh dear. So this grid is the level. And then there's also green grid, which we can't even enter. Which is... Right over here. That's where it is. It's right here. I think this needs to leave. So I think we have to push the blue level into the green level? I think so. How to do that exactly? Deeply unclear. Pushing blue outside of itself results in catastrophe. Gotta be careful not to do that. We can push the yellow out of the blue, though, right? Yeah, and thereby push it back into green if we wish. Blue has to enter yellow. And then we enter yellow? Question mark? We can push blue into green now. No, we can push green into yellow. Right. That good? Doesn't seem good. Seems like the opposite of good. It's definitely breaking me now. What level am I even in anymore? We're all the same from here. Reset that. What if I do this? Okay, so yeah, green could always be pushed into blue. That's fine. Now we can cause green to leave blue, reorienting green where we need. How do we get blue into green? We just push blue into yellow. This is not as hard as I thought, actually. Although I then have to enter yellow. Oh, entering yellow is the hard part. No, it's not. I just leave blue. It'd be silly. Now we push it into green. Now here it is. Although I did need it to be differently than that, didn't I? It needs to be more inside of yellow than this. There. Like that. Like that. Push it into green. Put it here. Leave green to enter blue. Leave blue to enter green. Win. It's great. Okay, this looks like comparatively simple brain-breaking nonsense. Except is it, though? Because this game is something, isn't it? So here's some brain-breakingness for you. So as established, we can only enter via the... only if we're perfectly aligned here. We have to enter via the middle cube if there's a size difference. Except, even with a size difference... Let's see, this will just shrink down if I push it right. No, not like that. The top one enters the bottom one? Interesting. So yeah, even with the size difference here, it's not enough, right? So we need a grid within a grid within a grid. One of these grids is... Wait, oh, that's a clone grid? Oh, no. I thought that was just a different color of grid. Oh, God. Yeah, that's not another color. That's a clone of the dark gray. So anything pushed into dark gray enters the real one. Although, what does that even mean in this context? Let's see if we do this. Wait, no, that's just... What if we push... gray inside of itself? Is that a thing? Exactly. This is close to, but not quite what we're supposed to do. No, I think we need to put this one here. You go here. Wait, no. Maybe. I don't think that actually helps me. What the heck am I doing with this clone, then? I had it? Okay, so you're telling me that this configuration was correct, then? You mean I had it? Earlier than that, okay. Oh, I don't remember that far back, so that's as good as no hint at all. Thank you. We're in goldfish mode, don't you know? do you mean I had it? Definitely need a grid inside a grid to start. What? Wait, why does that cause the green block to enter? Oh, I see, because it can expand and... Weird. Very weird. But that actually means that we need the other order of these, right? There we go. My, what a big grid you have. Uh-oh. So that's not aligned. And that's not aligned. What do you mean? Concerning development. Okay, let's put you in the big grid and see what this looks like. Definitely troubling. Has to be like this inside of this. But smaller. Or something. Wait. Aha! But not like that. Maybe like this? Oh, that's easy. Okay, that wasn't too bad. It's all about lining it up. Suspicious. Not as easy as it looks, question mark? Not as easy as it looks. I want to be able to go here. It requires that nothing can be pushed. So wait, I think I had that mostly right. Just need nothing pushable. Can't be pushed into each other, can they? Yes, they can. They have to be butt to butt, like this. But this can be pushed in here. If I do it like this. That still doesn't get me anywhere, though. Not quite right. There we go. Bloop. Excellent. I can try the extra hard puzzles in open. Open sesame. What's so open about this? It doesn't even line up. Just do that, right? That doesn't seem helpful. Yeah, one end is open, so we can't easily work in all directions. I definitely see the problem here, right? Like, simply exiting via the bottom side is something you'd want to be helpful here, but is not. But what if it wasn't open? What if it was closed? At last, snugness. Where does all this closedness get me? Not really anywhere. Unless this block was inside the other block. Wait. Is that helpful? It's the start of an idea, is what it is. Wait, what if I... Understood. Okay. I found a new way to fail. Good for me. You can also push non-self objects into the infinite space. Good times. Okay, that seems like the first thing that might actually do something. Yes. Put that in there. Wait, so close. That's got to be pushed all the way down. Can I do that? Yes. No. I've done something terrible. Let's just back up until we were... There. I think that's right. There. Aha. So, green grid. Blue level open on 2 sides this time. Snake block with a cube thing. But then we don't have enough cubes. Therein becomes a problem. So what if we pushed a level in here? Where we did that. And then we could push this back into the level. Not there, not there. Here. And then... No? Wait. Oh, but this is on the bottom. We can push it like that. Oh god, no. Not like that. But now there's no way to excavate the level. Okay, this is terrible. Terrible! Let's see if I can redo that concept correctly. What's I missing here? The blue goes into green. Now we can push this out. Oh, I think that's what I probably missed, actually. Top though. Did you know you can undo a reset? I do now. Even if you press reset more than once, you can undo it. Kind of neat. Entering from the top traps this block, though, pretty much regardless of what I do. I can push it back into the blue block, but then the blue block is trapped. Also, we're trapped. Although now we're not. Sort of. It still doesn't work, though. This isn't a valid solution. Only one of these blocks is free. So I either have to figure out a way to get into this without actually trapping the block. Wait, can I just do that here? No, because this block is then trapped, right? Not if... If I get a bit more creative, it ain't. But once I push it against the bottom, it's stuck. What the heck? So we do that, but this block is still trapped. This block is always trapped. It doesn't make any sense to me. Won't work either. Hurts your brain? It hurts mine too. This is definitely a game I can only play for about an hour and a half to 2 hours before I completely fall apart. This looks easy. Finally, someone gets it. We can push 2 boxes at once, but only if neither is unimpeded. So I have to get... We've only got 3 blocks to work with. I've got to get 2 of them here, and then we have to go here. And we also have to push the block that's inside of the orange block in, which means we have to enter orange block from the top, which is much easier said than done, unfortunately. Way, way easier said than done. Oops. Doesn't work either, right? No. Might have to come back to this one later. I'm definitely not getting the basic idea on this one, for sure. Let's go back to the world map. Try this one instead. So, 3 squares to be filled on the orange grid. Oh, and then blue has the face outline. Now we're in blue. Exit to green, which contains blue and red. Needs to enter... Let's go back to blue here. Exit to blue. So we have these 3. Blue is inside of itself currently. Realistically, we want it to be inside of orange instead, but how? No longer push things into themselves, surely. Can make it an infinite space, but that's terrible. Wait, maybe this is the strat. Oh yeah, this is it. Easy. Easy puzzle. Okay, it must be same here then. This looks trickier, actually. Exit into blue. Purple. I see. So we have to push blue out of green. We push purple out of blue. We push orange out of purple. Uh-oh. How do I get back into blue? Terrible. Okay, I see. We don't leave blue. Understood. So blue has to be like here-ish. Enter purple. Enter blue. Push you out of blue. Enter purple. We're in purple, though. Oh, I see. What's more with feeling, then? Purple's inside of blue. Let's push this out of purple. Goes into blue. Push this out of blue. Goes into green. Green is inside of red. Red is inside of green. No, that's trapped. Wait, how do I do this? Purple's inside of blue. We need purple to stay there. Or else. Let's push blue out first. We have red, purple, blue. Green is gone. Need blue to be last. Push red out next. No, we're in red. Wait, what? Oh yeah, red's where all the goals are. Don't touch red. Purple's next then. Push purple out of blue. Okay, here we go. It goes there. Okay, so we leave into purple? No, we can't get into blue now. I hate this. Still get into blue. Yes. Positioned it wrong, so let's try that one more time. 1, 2, 3. Push. 1, 2. Push. No, that's wrong, right? Why is this so confusing? I think I'm at my limit for the day. It's not making any more sense anymore. It's all gone wrong. Don't push blue out of anything. Push purple out of blue? No, that's where all the stuff is. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm done. Predator SB, thanks for the Prime sub. Time sure flies by watching the streams. Sure does. Let's try some of the easier puzzles now that I've hit my high thinking limit here. Go back to the normal levels. You're in Possess, where the player can possess other blocks, but only if they have eyes on them. Also, I can eat myself, which seems unhelpful. Oh, I see. Can't repossess the small one. Interesting. Yeah, it's only if I would push them. Well, that's probably a way to do it, actually. No. Oh, right. Okay, I overthought that. As usual. Cool. I can be the grid. And I have to get inside of my own face. So I can't be the grid if I can enter the grid. So I must block the grid so that I can be the grid. Similar deal here. In order for two grids to enter one another. Excuse me. What? Explain how. You gonna feed these to me, or what? No? Odd. Launch. Can't possess once I'm here, though. What a baffling development. To no avail, it seems. I don't see how this is helping me. Definitely don't see how that helps me. Yeah, then what? Freaking nothing. That's what. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with this green block's the current problem. Somehow the blue blocks have to end up inside it, but I don't see any way to do that. Yeah, we can make pink eat a blue, and then we can make green eat the pink. That's... Oh. Oh, that's how. Okay. That's not what I thought was going to happen. But now we know how to do this. Cool. I'll take it. And that is a mirror image of the level. Clones could be mirror images, by the way, because this game's not hard enough without shenanigans. And we have a grid that we can also be. Great. I think I see what the purpose is. They're not aligned correctly. Mysterious. Oh, I can swap the directionality of the pieces by doing this. Great. Surely that's what I wanted. Of course, how do I get it out of my own face? I don't know. I guess I have to do this. There we go. Okay, so yeah, I can reverse the left-right directionality of these pieces, which is something. You're telling me that if I reverse this thing's left-right... Yes, we can do that. And we want to use this as a blocking piece, probably. Don't think we need it, though, right? Let's just do this. Oh, I see. So I also need this. Convenient that I did that, actually. Huzzah. Pretty technical Spire question, says Vita Emerald. I have a Rupture build that just beat the Spire, Spear, and Shield. The game gave you Tungsten Rod as a reward. Is it worth the beat of death neutralization to make your rupture scaling worse, since brutality and combust won't trigger your rupture? You've got both brutality and combust. That might be worth skipping the tungsten rod for, because it will prevent rupture from activating. So unless you really need the tungsten rod to survive, I might consider skipping it. But if you also have 3 bloodletting and 1 offering... Yeah, it depends on if you're a head-on damage versus a head-on block, as Bathtube says. Which of those two do you need more? Wall. Welcome to Wall. Basher of the Ages, thanks for the Prime sub in the 18 months. Good stuff. There's faces on the wall. Oh, what? Oh, no. Terrible. Wall is restricted to moving. Wall does not count as cube. Rude. So wall is not an object. Go. Zakoder, thanks for the Prime sub and the 23 months. Really enjoying playing Against the Storm, and it's very enjoyable to see me play too. That's great to hear. Really been enjoying Against the Storm. Very much so. Trapped. Curious. Or are you? Yeah, you kind of are. Here we are. Going down. Wait, we didn't do this one? What is this? It's horrible. Instantly horrible. There's infinity in every direction. Seems like a slight problem. Whoops. There's a wall in Infinity Land. One without the rod. Well done, Vita Emerald. Well done. Well done. That's not what I expected. Why do we turn green here? Curious. Goes to infinity. So the wall is green. Oh, because the walls are green in there. I understand. Yes. Yes, they are. Infinite exit. Okay, so showing us a puzzle where we have to put something in the infinite state to win. Curious. But only two, huh? Wait, why is the infinity space finite? Wait, hold on. What? So there's a limited amount of space out here? Infinity is always 7 by 7. Okay, that is... interesting. That's quite the lesson. What were you expecting? More, perhaps. Oh. That's also not what I was expecting. So we can self-reference the infinite space. Leaving into the infinite space causes us to enter the level. Interesting. Okay, so we can push this out here. We push the infinite space? Yes. What if the infinite space is pushed into itself? Yeah, that's... I was going to say, is that double infinity? And the answer is yes. Yes, it is. Double infinity. Great. We've made double infinity. Just what I wanted to know. Perfect? One might even say infinity squared. Because it's a square. Get it? I don't think this is what I was trying to do, is it? Actually, wait, yes, this is easy. Need to overcomplicate this. Me, myself, and infinity. Together at last. Did I make a mistake here? No, this just comes out of infinity. Silly. Work. Now we have a clone. That's not quite what I meant to do. Oh, I see. We can free it like this. Make the top infinity. Leave you the top, push infinity there. Same deal. To the clone from the top, push that down. There we go. Make these the last two I do. Wait, how do I achieve infinity here? Oh god. Not like that. Okay, so we can free this like so. This enters the clone. Go inside of yourself. But I can see me in here. Why can't I enter? Let me in. Parabox Theory, thanks for the Prime sub and the 8 months of support. Wait, where am I now? That goes to the Infinity Lands. Just push this back outside of itself. Easy. Wait, where did that go? Oh, I see. I have to push it out this side. No? Oh, no, wait. I need to make this side infinity. There it is. There we go. Okay. As usual, it simply just keeps going deeper. This one's called Infinite Enter. I don't even want to find out what the opposite of Infinite Exit is. Infinite Enter. We're going to leave that for another time in Paraboxing, because I am out of brain juice entirely here. What are you watching, indeed? It's certainly a brain-melting experience, that's for sure. I think that's where I'll call the stream, in fact. We finished up Sea of Stars, we made some good progress in Patrick's Parabox, and now, my friends, it's time for me to depart and begin my weekend. We will be back, as usual, on Tuesday at our usual starting time of noon Eastern Standard. Hitting it up with some more Slay the Spire. Got plans for more Against the Storm next week. Maybe a little bit more Monster Train. And I guess we have room for perhaps a new game now that Sea of Stars is finished. Don't forget, you can help me pick what that new game might be in this month's game vote here. As ever, the top voted game on the poll gets played live on stream this month. How's it going, Blue Inside? You're unfortunately catching me just at the end of stream here. So, yeah, bad news, which is I'm leaving now. All right, everybody, have a cozy, cozy weekend. Until next time, my friends, be good to one another and have a nice one. Bye-bye.